Beauty to me, it's not on the outside.
Mm.
I feel that it's confidence and it's how you treat a person. It's the inside. Because you can have the most prettiest person in front of you on the outside, nice body, just everything look nice, but the inside is wrong, like it's
Mm.
unbearable.
Welcome to the Beauty Talk podcast, where we feature how the best medical practitioners help their patients to look better, younger, and healthier. Now, enjoy the show, and here's your host.
Daniel Gao here. I'm the host of Beauty Talk. We feature the top medical practitioners in health and beauty, both inside and out. I have Shelanita Llopis, the founder and chief visionary officer of Refined Body and Wellness Oasis, an award-winning medical spa recognized for excellence in customer satisfaction and transformative wellness experiences in Pine Bluff, Arkansas. A U.S. veteran, licensed esthetician, certified medical assistant, phlebotomist, and commissioned notary. She specializes in oncology wellness and restorative aesthetic care. She is a founder member of the Spa Millionaire Club, a recipient of the Quality Mark American Business Excellence Award, recognized by Google as Pine Bluff's #1 med spa for customer satisfaction, and has been featured in Pretty Women Hustle magazine, Bold Journey magazine, and Power magazine. While her credentials and accolades are extensive, her most honored title is being a mother to her daughter, Dejanay, and her son, Travion, who inspire her commitment to legacy, excellence, and generational transformation. So, Shelanita, welcome and glad to have you here.
Thank you. I'm glad to be able to be here.
Yeah, so let's start at the very top. How did you first get interested in the medical field?
Well, okay. And it's crazy because I started out like in human resources.
Hmm.
I end up getting into this medical field because of where I live. There was a shortage for a medical spa because like in 2020, that's when everybody was starting having the surgeries. So
Hmm.
we didn't really have anyone specializing in the lymphatic massages. And so I decided to take the training and get into the field, and it just soared from there.
Okay. So what just made you decide to start your own practice? I mean, you kind of mentioned like there was really not much options for people. So I guess it made sense just to start your own practice. But I mean, why decide to start your own practice versus like working for another practice or looking for a practice that you can just work for instead of starting your own thing?
Okay. Well, at first I was working the normal 9 to 5 job,
Mhm.
and so I was living in New Orleans. So I had to come back home because my parents were sick,
Mm.
and I was working for a USDA federal job, military, just doing it. So I came back home. I really couldn't find a job like that would worth my pay, and it was hard to find a job. So I saw the opportunity, and through things like I had went through life and everything, and I'm like, okay, I need to build a place, have a place where women can feel safe.
Mm.
And so it just went from there. The ideal, I told my friend, and I just went from there and started just taking trainings and
Mm.
left my nine to five and started this. I worked a little while with my 9 to 5,
Yeah.
but what really made me like just focus in into this is when I got wrongfully terminated. And then I just
Mm.
soared from that and had fun.
Got it. Okay. Now that you have this practice, I want to talk about what are some of your most common treatments that you provide to your patients and to your clients?
Okay. Most of the treatments I provide is body contouring, weight
Mhm.
loss, facial skincare services, facials, waxing, and also detox services as such as yoni steam or foot detox. And
Hmm.
we also have like the infrared medical sauna, which a lot of our oncology clients use.
Mm. So that's a very interesting uh, specialty that you have is the oncology care portion of it. Because when I think of medical spa, it's almost always just the aesthetic side. So oncology is a little bit rare in a medical spa setting. So could you dive a
Mhm.
little bit deeper into that? Like what specific treatments do you offer for that oncology care and why choose these specific treatments?
Okay. The reason why I decided to make our niche oncology is because, like you said, a lot of spas do not focus on that.
Mm.
And my spa manager had went through breast cancer.
Mm.
And so she was telling me about, like, it's hard to receive treatments or find products that they can use because of the way maybe their skin barrier. And so I decided, I was like, okay, let me look into that. So I decided to take training to become an oncologist specialist, to take training. And with that, when you service oncology clients, you have to know where to touch. You have to know if their skin compromised. You have to use certain products. So they are able to receive facials. They're able to receive, as long as they're cleared by their doctor, massages, but it's a certain touch
Mm.
that you have to do.
Mhm.
And also with them going through like the different changes, the infrared medical sauna helps detox, helps bring, if they're having radiation treatment or chemo, it helps bring the toxin out their body
Mm.
and make them feel better if they having, aches and pains. And also with the foot detox, it helps, like if they're, like I had some clients with their hands turned dark and their feet, it lightens it up because it's bringing the toxins out of their body through their feet.
Hmm.
And it helps with neuropathy. Also, I had one client, she did the foot detox one time. She was able to open her water. She said she has not been able to do that in several months.
Wow. Wow.
And that makes me feel like I love that because they're already going through so much,
Mm.
and being able to help them and let them know they can still, go to the spas and get the treatments that they need
Yeah.
is a plus for me.
Okay. So it was the first one was red light, right? That you're talking about, like red light sauna.
Mhm.
And you said that was kind of for detox, for relieving aches and pains. So is it something that they do as they're going through chemo, or is it more like after they go through chemo, then they do it? Like, I guess what's the best combination of implementing the red light treatment as they're going through this cancer journey?
They can do it while they're going through it and afterwards.
Mm.
Because it's the sauna is what it's for, infrared medical sauna. This for that, for cancer patients.
Mm, okay. And so basically it helps to alleviate I guess the negative effects of chemo. Is that kind of what it does?
Yes. And chemo is so powerful.
Mm-hmm.
So it helps bring that the toxins through sweat is coming
Mm.
out. So
Mm.
they're sweating it out, even though they might have to go back for treatments, but it's helped alleviating so much toxins in their body.
Mm, okay. Now, when it comes to the red light sauna, I've kind of heard some different things. Like there's the red light sauna, and then there's also just like your traditional hot sauna that you go to the gym and they have like the dry sauna in there. What's the
Mhm.
biggest differences between those two, like your regular sauna and specifically the red light sauna? And I guess even kind of to layer even more onto that from the oncology perspective of it, like what's the difference between those two saunas?
Okay, I'm gonna say like infrared, some saunas are like it's steam. This
Mm.
one I have, it heats your body from the inside out.
Mm.
So meaning that you will still perspire once you get out of the sauna
Mm.
also. And it helps, I would say it's not only the red light, it has blue light, yellow light, green light. So it has the different lights that you need for skin health
Mm.
also. So it can go between the red light and all the other color lights, the blue, red, yellow,
Mm.
purple. It goes through all those and it helps them. I would think the difference is the power of it also,
Mm.
because it gets real, real hot in there. The most they can stay in, they recommend 30 minutes if they can stay in the 30 minutes.
Hmm. Okay. So 30 minutes. And then how often should they be doing this treatment? Like how many times per week, or is it once a week or once every couple of weeks? Like how often should they be doing it?
As often as they can, at least 2 or 3 times a week, but they have to be hydrated. And with that, they have to know their body because they go through different phases. They might
Yeah.
not feel good because if they're not feeling too well, I would not allow them to get in the sauna
Mm,
because the sauna, it takes so much out of them. It's like a workout.
mm.
So like I said, when they get out of the sauna, they can still feel their heart racing. They still perspiring. So yeah, it's like a little workout for them. So if they're not feeling their best,
Mhm.
we don't allow them to get in the sauna.
Got it. Okay. Now I want to go into the foot detox that you were talking about because that's really interesting. What goes into the foot detox? Like, or is it like a massage? Are you kind of like poking with something? Like how are you doing that?
Okay, the foot detox is just an ionic foot bath.
Mm.
So it's just Epsom salt, a
Mm.
detox,
Okay.
right? That goes in the water,
Hmm.
and it has an ionic ray. And you will put a little strap on you put it on your wrist so that the ionic ray could work to pull the toxins out your body through your feet. And you sit there for 30 minutes.
Mm.
So depending on what color the water changes is where the toxins are coming from. So the toxins can be pulling from your liver, your kidney, your gallbladder. It can be pulling heavy metal out of your body because if a person, a lot of people like, well, I don't have heavy metal. I don't have metal in my body. But
Mm.
if you ever had surgery, you
Mhm.
have heavy metal in your
Hmm.
body.
Interesting. Okay. So now with this, the foot detox is something that you do as often as the red light, like 2 to 3 times a week, or is it kind of not as often, or how often should they be doing the foot detox?
Okay, it takes 12 treatments to get a full foot detox.
Mm.
So once again, you can do a foot detox every day if you want to. And the foot detox, it helps with pain management.
Mm.
It helps with migraines. I have a lot of my casino workers come to
Mm.
get it. My oldest client is 97.
Oh,
She's
wow.
come.
Uh,
Yeah, she comes to get her foot detox.
mm.
And it's once they get done with it, it's like they say you feel lighter.
Mm.
And if you probably was having any aches, because it pulls toxins from your joints and everything,
Mm.
so you might can walk a little better. You might not feel that pain anymore, and that's just with a simple foot detox.
Wow. Okay. So it sounds like it's almost like magic in some situations.
Yes.
Okay, got it. Now, when it comes to these treatments, I'm sure people come in and they have these misconceptions or these myths that they believe about the treatments. Could you share what are some of those most common misconceptions you hear the most often?
To be honest with you, let me see. I would say maybe with my body contour
Mm.
because it's non-invasive.
Hmm.
So it's like they feel like, oh, it don't work. That's not gonna work. My friend told me it don't work. They use
Mm.
this. So with that, I have a body analysis machine. It's called Shape Scale. So it does a 3 scan. So I can see where they started. If they buy the treatment plan, I would do the body analysis on them and do a scan. And then it will show me where they lost weight, their BMI, how much they weigh, it do all the measurements and everything.
Mm.
So once we start the treatment, then treatments is anywhere from 6 to 10 treatments. So midway, I do a body analysis again and we compare. And then they can see, oh, it does work.
Mm.
Or
Okay.
even because I do cryotherapy cavitation. So the cryotherapy is me freezing the fat and the cavitation is melting the fat, but all of these are like 30-minute processes and it's no downtime. They
Mm.
can immediately go back and do what they need to do, and they release the fat through urinating, sweating,
Mm.
or pooping.
Okay.
That's how it is. And it's the same fat,
Mm.
subcutaneous, that like if you had surgery, it's the same fat removed from their
Mm.
stomach. It's just it takes a while longer
Yeah.
for it
Well, you're
because a
not
lot of
cutting out
people is
anything either.
yes, a lot of people against surgery don't want to go through it, but they still have to wear their faja or waist trainer.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Good to know then. Now, Shelanita, let's say that somebody is looking to get some type of treatment done or some type of procedure done, but they don't know who to go to. What advice would you give to this person as they're doing their search for someone to kind of figure out like, does this person know what they're doing? Are they credible? Are they knowledgeable? And can they really get the results? Like, what advice would you give to that person as they're doing their search?
That's one thing. Look, I always tell them to do the research, look at reviews, um, look at their credentials,
Mm.
and um, That's really would tell you, like, if you do research, because everybody's on social media.
Mm,
So look at, and then they have different groups. So join the groups, ask, about it. And then even with me, I like to make recommendations also if this is a doctor they're trying, but if they're doing non-invasive, I recommend my spa because we number one. So
when we're
yeah,
doing it.
so that's why I said at least, yeah, do your research. And
Mhm.
it's all on the information and the knowledge that they have.
Mm,
If the provider is willing to give you all that and don't mind all the questions you ask and you feel comfortable, I suggest for them to go with them. But if they don't feel comfortable with that person, they do not need to choose them.
okay. Now, when it comes to creativity, what role do you believe creativity plays in how you approach your patient care, your client care? Because I think when people think about medicine, it's like, well, there's a formula, like follow these steps so you don't kill this person. But when it comes to what you do, how important is creativity in that?
Okay, I would say, let me see how I answer that. Oh, as okay, like I would say, okay, with the creativity part, with what I do, it's all about results. It's results driven.
Mm-hmm.
So I use myself for an example. So I have to try to keep myself in shape. I do the services on me. Anything that I offer here, I make sure that I have done it. And so another thing, like with my clients, like if they're first time getting in a sauna, I get in there with them. Or if they want to work out and they don't want to go to the gym, we have a part right there. We have a mirror, which it has, like, if you want to do if you need a coach, meditation, yoga, and you just pick it and you can do it privately or we do it together. Most of the things I try to do it with my clients and make them feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Or I have little events and that can be around other women. And that's how we try to have, fun and create the sense of being to feel welcome and feel comfortable in doing, going through your process. Because they're able to talk to other women that is going through it also,
Mm-hmm.
maybe for the first time.
Okay. Now, Shelanita, I'm sure that throughout your experience, you've had some maybe memorable cases or maybe even challenging cases that you've worked on. Is there maybe one story that you can share of just one of those memorable cases and ultimately how you were able to get a good result for them?
Okay, I didn't. I wasn't able to get the good results. I'm gonna tell you why.
Mhm.
Okay, so I had a client. We was doing. It was like when I first started. I had a client, good health, work out, and I'm really doing the treatments, non-invasive, doing the cavitation, the vacuum therapy, and the radio frequency on her. But it seemed like nothing was working. Like, I'm like, what's going on? It's like when she leave here, it's okay. But by the time she come back, which was within the 48 to 72 hours, nothing was budging. And I'm like, I know this work. I'm puzzled. I'm trying to find out. I'm asking about your eating habits. We keeping a journal. Like, I'm following up with her daily. We trying to pinpoint the problem.
Mhm.
So I learned that no matter what, when a woman is in menopause, they will not lose weight. It
Mhm.
it does not help. So
Mhm.
when I do my consultations, that's one of the questions I have to ask because I don't want them spending money and I can't help them
Mhm.
because the hormones are up and down.
Mhm.
So you're not going to be able to lose the weight that you want unless you have you have to go the other route, have invasive, you have to have the surgery. You wouldn't be able to do non-invasive. So I wasn't able to help her because
Mhm.
of being in menopause.
Mhm. Wow. Okay. Well, now, Shelanita, where do you think the future of aesthetics is going?
Oh, that's not going anywhere. It's just gonna keep going up because it's a good market. Aesthetics because everybody likes to look good and feel good.
Mhm.
And so I just see keep on trending new, they coming up with new products, new devices. Like I can see it just keep going and going.
Mhm.
Instead, it's not going nowhere
Mhm. Okay.
at all.
And with that in mind, what is your vision for your practice?
My vision is to be all over, to be nationally known in different states. I'm going to have about 10 refined.
Mhm.
Refined is going to be nationally known. Like you're going to know refined
Mhm.
is just not going to be in Arkansas. I
Mhm.
want to be in different states.
Mhm.
That's the goal. And maybe a franchise.
Mhm. It's a great goal.
Yes, that's
Uh,
what I want.
Okay, awesome. Well, Shelanita, I do have one last question for you, but before I ask it,
Okay.
I do want to point people to your website at refinedoasispb.com.
Yes.
Now, last question for you is, what does beauty mean to you?
Beauty to me, it's not on the outside.
Mm,
I feel that it's confidence and it's how you treat a person. It's the inside. Because you can have the most prettiest person in front of you on the outside, nice body, just everything look nice, but the inside is raw, like it's
mm,
unbearable. So beauty to me is how you treat others and respect in respect. That's what I think beauty is.
awesome. Well, there you have it. Shelanita sharing her expertise. So, Shelanita, where can people contact you in your practice?
Oh, I can be reached refined Oasis on all social media platforms. I'm located at 3139 West 28th, Pine Bluff, Arkansas. And also they can text refined to 870-242-1727, and they can stay updated on everything that we have going on.
Awesome. Well, Shelanita, this is great. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and thanks for sharing your message.
Oh, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
Thanks for listening to the Beauty Talk podcast. Any questions, please contact the practice directly with the contact information provided during the show. We'll see you again next time. Bye for now.